sports lovers and timeout lovers, and welcome to another episode of Timeout, the show anybody could watch about sports, stats, facts, and everything in between, from a fan point of view. I'm your host, Charlie, so let's go get this ball rolling. Timeout. It's sports time. How did I miss that? Okay, fellow sports lovers, here we go with some awesome games going down yesterday on Timeout Tuesday. So, Timeout, it's sports time. We begin the day with last night's insane for the 3 b-ball games. First off, we head to Portland, Oregon, where we had the Trailblazers going head-on against my Chicago Bulls. Oh man, did we have an awesome neck-and-neck game all the way to the end, fellow timeout lovers, with Butler making unbelievable shots, such as the half-court, end of the buzzer, ending of the score game, to end the game 94 to 88. Wow, way to go Bulls, now being 9-4. The superstars of the night on the Trailblazers, we had Damian Lillard with 19 points and 8 assists, and can't forget about Plumlee, who got 17 rebounds. On my Chicago Bulls side, we had the all threes all day Butler with 22 points. And can't forget about that big man, the Hulk, Paul Gasol, with 14 rebounds. And of course, with the assists, D Rose, 6 assists. On to the next game. For you Night Owls, we head to the Battle of LA as the Golden State Warriors, woohoo, go head on against the OGs of Cali, the LA Lakers. As Golden State went head on into Kobe Town with Kobe and his young rookie team, destroying them with a final score of 111 to 77. Woohoo! Way to go, Golden State. The superstars on the LA Lakers side was World Peace with 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. On the Warriors side, we had Steph making threes all night, Curry with 24 points and 9 assists. And can't forget about Andre MVP last year, Iguodala with 9 rebounds. The Warriors are still undefeated at 16-0. Wow, they are really something else. Talk about some awesome games that happened yesterday on Timeout Tuesday. Well, extra, read all about it, hot off the presses. So get this, fellow timeout lovers, Johnny Manziel, shocker, is in the news again with his insane antics that happened this weekend when the Browns were on a bye week, as he was celebrating something, definitely not the Browns' horrible season that's happening right now, but decided to go back to his old frat boy ways, even though he supposedly went into rehab to try and fix everything and become a better person. He has now been forced to become the third, not the second, but the third string quarterback for the Browns. Timeout, Johnny. You had a golden opportunity to be the quarterback for the NFL and the Cleveland Browns, and you partied it away. Clearly, your focus is more on partying and less on your job. And at this present time, Cleveland, Johnny Manziel is not the answer and is not a leader of your organization. Timeout. It's woohoo! Thursday turkey pick'em time. Okay, fellow sports lovers, with today being Thanksgiving Eve, here are the picks to gobble up this weekend. So, timeout. It's timeout. It's pick'em time for week 12 of the NFL. Okay, first we've got the Eagles versus the Lions. I'm gonna go with them Eagles. Panthers versus the Cowboys. Panthers are undefeated for a reason, baby. Going for the Panthers. My Bears versus our arch enemies, the Green Bay Packers. I'm liking how the Bears are doing lately. I'm going with the Bears. The Vikings versus the Falcons. I'm going Vikings. Rams versus the Bengals. With Nick Foles out for the Rams right now, I'm going to go with the Bengals. Saints versus the Texans. I'm going with the Saints. Bucks versus the Colts. Hasselbeck is actually playing, and he's actually doing much better than Andrew Luck this year. I'm going with the Colts. Chargers versus the Jaguars. I'm going with Phillip Rivers and his Chargers. Bills versus the Chiefs. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. Dolphins versus the Jets. Jets. Sorry, Dolphins, but you haven't really impressed me this year. I'm going with the Jets. Raiders versus the Titans. I'm going with the Raiders. Giants versus the Redskins. I'm going against the New York Giants. Cardinals versus the 49ers. The 49ers are a joke this year. Colin Kaepernick is a joke. I'm going with the Cardinals. Steelers versus the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. And the Patriots versus the Broncos. I'm going with the Patriots. And finally, the Monday Night Football. We have the Browns versus the Ravens. And with so many problems happening in Cleveland right now, Cleveland is not rocking at all. I'm going with the Ravens. So there you go, fellow timeout lovers. Those are my picks for week 12 of the NFL. Timeout. What do the fans think? Okay, fellow timeout lovers and sports lovers, with a brand new segment here on Timeout Sports called Timeout. What do the fans think? Where I go to the heart of the team, which I personally think is the die-hard fans, you guys, and I go out to talk to those fans about how they feel about their special teams. Our first guest is a really good friend of mine, a dedicated father of 3 amazing children, and a die-hard Carolina Blue Panthers fan. Give a warm welcome to Carolina Ed. Woo-hoo! All right. Welcome to the show, sir. All right. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy day to come to Timeout Sports. Alright, so, him being an amazing Panthers fan, as you can tell, I got a few questions for you here, sir. So, question 1. How has Cam Newton and his team different from the years before?
Well, I think it kind of starts with what they wanted to do with making Cam the leader of the team. They wanted to take his energy, his charisma, and make it the focal point of the team, kind of get players feeding off of that. And it's sad to say, because I love Steve Smith, but he wasn't that type of guy. He was a leader from previous years that was kind of hot-headed, was more of a showboat, wanted to just be in people's faces, get the blood pumping.
Absolutely.
The angry way.
Absolutely.
Cam just wants to get the blood pumping the fun way. He wants to go out there, have fun every game, no matter what's going on. He wants to go up to everybody and shake their hands and smile the whole time, and just be like, hey, bad play, no big deal, we'll get it next time.
Correct, absolutely. Very good answer, sir, very good. Alright, question 2. Okay, do you feel Cam Newton has transformed the sport of football and the NFL? And if so, how has he?
Yes and no. I mean, we've had his style of running backs before, quarterbacks. I say running back because he's always our lead rusher, but other teams do it. Everybody does it. Well, it seems like these days, but he does it differently. I mean, he's 6'5" and a huge guy. He's not like Russell Wilson, like you get him and he's down. You try to touch him and it needs two of you to get him down. So from that point, they definitely do things differently, but they're going back to the traditional thing. They're trying to shy away from the quarterback era, bring it back to the running back. Trying to beat teams on the ground rather than beat them through the air. There's less mistakes that get made on the ground these days than there are through the air. I mean, you have a quarterback who throws, 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, but then he throws 3 interceptions or 2 interceptions. The game's over because the other team's taking it away at pivotal points. And from those mistakes we've made in the past, I think we've been trying to stop that so that we don't give up the game that way. If anything, we're trying to take the game back.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. All right, question 3. What do you think is going to be the ending score on Thanksgiving afternoon when your Carolina Panthers go against those rowdy Cowboys?
I think Carolina's going to pull out with 4 touchdowns and a field goal probably at some point, and I think Dallas is just going to get about 20 points. 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. That's all I can feel.
Good stuff, good stuff. I absolutely agree too. I think the Cowboys, even though Tony Romo is still very much active, it's just a problem in Dallas. There's just a lot of problems in Dallas. All right, question 4. Will the Panthers stay undefeated going into the playoffs?
Well, I don't know. That all depends. I mean, they definitely have the easy schedule for it, but as a fan, I would love to see them go undefeated. But at the same point in time, I kind of want to see them lose because I know it's going to happen eventually, and I'd rather it happen during the regular season than in the postseason. Because at some point, someone's going to go, hey, I know how to beat them. And I'd rather them figure out that they have weaknesses now rather than find out in the postseason and it be over then. Because they've had a great season, and I think they deserve to be able to go the distance, but I just don't want somebody to spoil it in the postseason. I'd rather somebody spoil the undefeated now and take the Super Bowl.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. All right. And finally, question 5. Who deserves the MVP? Tom Brady or Cam Newton? And whoever you decide, why do they deserve it?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to go with Cam Newton. It's my team, and I think Cam has just, from watching him when he first came in to now, he's just developed. He's become a whole new person without losing what makes him him. Right. I mean, you see quarterbacks, they come in and, they don't have personality half the time. You see a signal caller, he goes out there, he throws the football, good for him. But Cam, he's always been a fun, happy person, like ever since he stepped on the field. And yeah, that's gotten him into trouble sometimes because when it comes to being serious, he can't do it. But now he's matured to the point where he knows the difference between having fun and just goofing off.
Right.
Like he's serious and having fun.
Exactly.
And he knows how to make that differential. Tom Brady's just Tom Brady. I mean, he's a one-dimensional person. He's upset that everybody looks at Peyton Manning as a great quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, and he's actually starting to come out, I think, this year going, hey, what about me? I'm getting old too, and I'm still doing great. I could play forever. Look at me. We get it, Tom. You're great, and you got Bill Belichick. Good for you. We've got Riverboat Ron, who has gone through this whole transformation himself. He went from just being this stick in the mud, I don't want to do anything, kind of worry about everything, to, you know what? I think they can do it. Let's go for it, guys. Let's just try to shake it up a little bit. And instead of sitting there and writing that title, he's just like, all right, cool, but that's not going to change like who I am and what I think. There's still times in the game where you're like, come on, Riverboat Ron, go for it on 4 and 2. And he's like, no, it's not.
Exactly.
But then you see him later on, and he's like, yep, it's that.
Exactly. Absolutely right. No, I personally think that Cam Newton deserves the MVP. He has excelled in excellence, integrity, and he's really proven that he is a leader of this Panthers team. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to talk to us, dedicated fans, about the undefeated Carolina Panthers.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Well, that's my show, fellow Timeout lovers and sports lovers. Thanks for watching. If you really feel me, then go and give me a thumbs up. Or, if you really feel what I'm talking about, then why haven't you subscribed yet? Or you can always leave me a comment below the video here, of course. And don't forget to hit me up on social media, on Facebook at Charles Collins Timeout, as well as I'm very active on Twitter at TimeoutNow87. Until next time, Timeout. Let's talk about some sports. Woo! Have an awesome Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a fantastic sports weekend. Let's go Bears!